next. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji, for making all of us to understand what is your interim plan for this ashram. And now I request our beloved Swami Ishwaranandaji to bless us with his address. Over to Swamiji.
Am I audible? You can all hear me? Okay. Vanakkam and Jai Guru. I don't know Tamil, but I'll speak in English, and I hope most of you will be able to follow me. So, I don't know whether all of you realize it or not, but today we are all participating in creating a very important YSS history. Imagine how few have the good fortune to be there right at the beginning when the announcement is being made that a brand new YSS ashram is going to start. So we're all very fortunate to be part of this announcement, part of this event where we are laying the foundation for a new ashram. Of course, the YSS Munnur facility and Chennai retreat has existed for the last nearly 30 years. But today we have taken the resolution, we have taken the decision that henceforward this will be gradually be transformed into an ashram. And we have witnessed, we have heard the marvelous and miraculous accounts, the stories of all the devotees who had the good fortune and also the strength and endurance to participate in bringing the Chennai retreat to what it is today. Even today, we have fairly good facilities for kitchen, for accommodation, beautiful landscaped gardens. So all that has been the result of extremely hard work and from not a little help from Guruji. You know, one of the devotees, Vishwanathan, said that now he is not surprised about miracles. It is part and parcel of his life. So that reminded me of a quotation I used to read whenever I went into Swami Shantanandaji's office in Dakshineshwar. So he had a magnet which was stuck to his cabinet. And on that magnet was etched, "I don't believe in miracles. I depend on them." So I think gradually all of us have learned to not only just believe in miracles, but actually depend on them. And as the time goes, as the time passes, and as this beautiful retreat facility gets transformed into a full-blown ashram, I think we will witness many more such miracles in terms of Guruji's direct and indirect help, devotees coming at the right time when we need their services financially or otherwise, people in the government helping us when we need them. So we may take it for granted. As Vishwanathanji said, now it has become part and parcel. So we may take it for granted, but we should avoid doing so. We should always, in the back of our mind, realize who is the doer, who is actually doing it. So it is the Gurus whose divine power, whose blessings are working through all of us to bring this dream, making this dream into a reality. So our hearts today are filled with gratitude, first of all to the Gurus for their silent and open blessings, for having given us this opportunity, and also filled with gratitude for all those wonderful devotees who came forward and stood the ground, remained firm, did not give up when the going was tough. And they have brought this Chennai retreat to this stage where now we can think of an ashram. Imagine in 2006, when the first foundation stone was laid by Swami Shantanandaji, who is not with us anymore. At that time, there was not even an approach road. There were no trees. It was all barren. And in the photographs, we have seen how that barren forest land was gradually transformed into this oasis of beautiful coconut and mango trees. And Mother Nature also decided to bless us, and we have had plentiful rains, so that the once dry lake is now flooding. So we had a problem when the lake was dry, and we have another problem now because the lake is flooding. So too many blessings. So we now have to find a way how to control those blessings now. And one good thing today, after today, I will be able to look any devotee coming from Chennai or Tamil Nadu to Ranchi and face him courageously. Previously, you would be frightened. You know why? Because any devotee who would come, who had any knowledge of this Chennai retreat, or who was in some way involved with Chennai retreat, the one and only question they asked us, they were not asking us about Kriya, they were not asking about the higher Kriyas, they were not asking about their sadhana. The one question on their lips was, when is a Chennai retreat going to become an ashram? And I had no answer. And perhaps there would have been no answer unless there was unless Swami Chidanandaji had not intervened. Because we have been discussing this point in our board meetings, and we, especially after 2018, when I think the Tamil lessons and Telugu lessons came out, and we found a tremendous surge of interest in the people of South India to embrace Guruji's teachings. And the way the number of devotees were increasing, we were finding that there was so much devotion, so much receptivity. We all felt the need that we do need a place in South India, because it was so difficult for devotees to travel all the way from Chennai and even deep south to Ranchi or Dakshineshwar or Delhi, because all our 4 ashrams were in North India or East India, you can say, but nothing in the south. And the maximum growth of devotee was happening in the south. So there was a mismatch between the growth in the number of devotees and the ashram facilities. And that had to be corrected as soon as possible. But we were not able to muster enough courage. We were not able to get that courage to take that, that step where we could commit to the devotees. Because once you say, okay, we are going to make this into an ashram, that means we have to commit our sparse monastic resources to this place. We will have to send monks here to stay here on a permanent basis. And we were not sure whether we were ready to do that or not. And even till I think 1.5, 2 years ago, we were still vacillating. We were going back and forth. Can we not? And that was the time in 2023 February when Swami Chidanandaji came to India. And so he called me for a meeting, and he said, what are you doing about this Chennai retreat? Are you thinking of developing it further? So I said, Swamiji, we do want to, but we somehow seem to be lacking that organizational will to take that one last step. He said, no, you have to take that step now. This is the time. So then I conveyed Swamiji's resolve to the board, YSS board, and then we, because if it is coming from the president, that means he is seeing something in the ether. He realizes that it is now time, something's happening in the astral, that it is now ready. This place is now ready to become an ashram. And so whatever little doubts we had, we put them aside, and we moved forward. And I must say that we are more than happy to see the kind of enthusiastic response we got from each one of you. And as I said, the number of devotees is increasing, a lot of enthusiasm. So now we have taken that step, and now we are now going to move forward to make this into an ashram. But going forward, this is just the beginning. What it means for all of you is more hard work, more commitment, and a few miracles. So all this will be needed to reach the next step. So that is where we are right now. As I said, now we can face all the people from the south when they come to Ranchi and tell them very happily and boldly, now we have an ashram in the south. Don't bother us anymore. Go and support that ashram. So we have something to say. And now, but we have another problem now. We have to now be very careful whom we can send Pavitranandaji to meet. You know why? I'll tell you why. Recently, there was a devotee from Mumbai. He's a big businessman. He came, and after he met with me for 20-30 minutes, he passed me an envelope. I said, what is in it? He said, it's our donation, sir. So I pulled out a check, and it was a check for 3 lakhs. I think, 3 lakhs or 2 checks of 3 lakhs. I don't remember. So I said, so this is for YSS of India, Corpus Fund. Said, he hesitated. Then said, sir, can you allocate it to Chennai Ashram? Said, but you're from Mumbai, why Chennai? So then he started scratching. He said, actually, I met Pavitranandaji, and you know the rest. So now we are very careful where we are going to send him, because he has a one agenda, 1 point agenda. So you have a great ambassador in Swami Pavitranandaji, who day and night is thinking how to get money, how to get resources, how to get devotees. He's constantly thinking, and that is why he said, I'm not going to give a talk, but he said, but I'm going to present the interim, plans, because there he can appeal for funds. So because that is that is what he wants to do. Because along with all the energy and enthusiasm, we do need, the financial support. So, and that is Pavitranandaji's forte. So so you have a great ambassador in him, and we are very happy that we're able to spare him. Very difficult for us actually to spare Pavitranandaji from Ranchi, because he's a board member. He's I don't know whether he's the house brother there. House brother. He's the monk who is training the younger monks, and a very valuable asset as a senior monk in Ranchi. Quite difficult for us to spare him, but we feel that he needs to be here along with Brahmachari Niranjananji and Virajananji, who are such a great help to him, who before they joined the ashram, they were already, their lifeblood was already invested in this property, even before they joined. So now after how many years? 14, 15 years, he is back. Niranjananji and Virajananji, both of them, and they are again picking up from where they left off and moving forward. And with your help, with all the support they can expect from you, I'm sure they will be able to, and they are actually doing a great job. So I will not take much more time, but just a couple of things. Purpose of the ashram. Why does Guruji want us to start an ashram here? And what is the purpose behind it? It is not to do just simple charity. I mean, we are happy to do charity. We are happy to conduct medical camps. We are happy to have a coaching classes for poor children. All that is fine. But the main purpose for having an ashram like this is to spread Guruji's message of Kriya Yoga. And to give, as Chidananji said, a refuge, a place of refuge where devotees can come, gather, and benefit from satsang, where like-minded Kriya yogis can come together and do deep sadhana. That is the primary purpose, because in the aims and ideals that Guruji gave us, the very first aim and ideal which he gave was to disseminate among the nations a knowledge of definite scientific techniques for attaining direct personal experience of God. So that is the primary purpose. We are creating here a place where truth seekers, people who are deeply hungry, deeply desirous of finding God, they find a path which can lead them to God, the path of Kriya Yoga. Like all of us, when we came onto the path, we were deeply searching for a path. We were deeply searching for some guru who could teach us how to reach God. I mean, I remember myself, I would read stories of saints and how, through their devotion, God would appear in front of them and miracles would happen in their lives and God would give them darshan. And I used to think to myself, if divine weather can come to this saint, why doesn't she come to me? So, and that is how my search started. And I'm sure all of you also started searching. Why doesn't God appear in front of me if he's omnipresent? So people out there are looking for a real path which can put them in touch with God, through which they can have an actual personal experience of God. And that is what Guruji's path promises. So that is why this ashram is coming into existence, to be that source, be that beacon of light which will illuminate the whole of South India. Not only it will help the people of Chennai, not only will this help the people of Tamil Nadu, it will help the whole of South. The entire South will be illuminated by the teachings of Kriya Yoga through this ashram. So that is the great and vital role this ashram is going to play in the years to come. So please keep that in mind. It is not just Chennai. The Chennai devotees are fortunate to have this here, but it is not only for Chennai. You people, whatever you do, whether you plant one tree, whether you water one plant, whether you pick up even a blade of grass in maintaining the gardens, you are fulfilling that grand design of serving the whole of South India in spreading Guruji's teachings. So that is, let us not lose sight of that. This ashram will also bless the area around the Munnur village, the other village, Tirkuluk, what is it? Yeah, so that's a pretty long name. I'm not able to remember. So all these villages will be blessed because YSS will definitely spread its charitable activities all around, and we will definitely try to uplift the less fortunate brothers and sisters. But that is not the primary aim. That will happen as automatically. We don't have to make a special effort for that. But we have to, our chief focus should be in making this a beacon of light that spreads the light of Kriya Yoga all through South India. So that is what I want to remind all of you. And also the fact, always remember, we have a line of living gurus. They are, the moment this ashram, I mean, if the moment this place came into existence, they are here. And now there will be their presence, their blessings will be here in a much greater way once the activities increase, once this becomes an ashram. So let us keep on in the background of our mind, which all of you I see are doing. Give it, offer it at the feet of God and Guru. Whatever we do, whatever service we do, let us offer it at the feet of the Gurus. And the contributions we make in bringing in building this ashram, as our Sundarji, Travel Sundarji said, this is not, it is not, if you feed a person, it will help him for one day. It will satisfy his hunger for one day or even half a day only. If you educate a person, maybe for one lifetime, he will be benefited. But this ashram is giving the highest wisdom through which people can achieve liberation, coming out of the cycle of life and death. And that is an eternal gift. So this ashram is a gift, is a blessing that keeps on giving. So that is why this is the greatest kind of gift. Even in our scriptures, they say that there are 4 types of charity or dan. When you understand danam, dan. So one is annadan, which is giving food. Second is arthadan, which is money or financial help. The third is vidyadan, teaching somebody life skills so that he can earn a living and maybe feed others, take care of his family and the community. But the highest, they say, the highest kind of charity or gift you can give is Gyan Dan, the gift of wisdom, the gift of moksha. And that is the kind of gift our gurus are giving us. And through this ashram, they will be able to give that blessing of the highest kind of gift to thousands, maybe millions of devotees who come to this ashram over centuries. So we have to keep that in mind. So whatever we do, little or big, we may think insignificant or significant, but everything is going towards fulfilling that goal, that divine goal of spreading the light of Kriya Yoga. So I will stop here. Before I do, let me once again thank each and every devotee who has contributed over this last 30 years. My heart is full of gratitude for them. I cannot say how much. If I were of that emotional nature, I would weep here. But I see it, I can't. But inside, I'm shedding tears of love and gratitude to God and Guru for all that you people have done. The Chennai Dhyan Kendra committee members, the Chennai Retreat Management Committee members, all the volunteers, not only from Chennai, but from distant towns and villages of Tamil Nadu, and also from the surrounding South Indian states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Kerala, all the devotees who have participated in bringing us to this stage where we can think of making it an ashram. Thank you once again. Thank you. Jai Guru. Jai Guru.
Thank you, Swamiji, for reminding us this is just the beginning and we have a long way to go. So we were all so delighted and happy, that ashram has happened, it's like a dream fulfilled. But thank you for reminding all of us that we have more commitment to this. And you said that people from South India, when they come, they ask the first question, when you are going to make it an ashram. So we have been doing that.